Would I recommend JTech to somebody that is interested in attending an automotive or diesel school? Absolutely, 100%. I'm involved with a lot of technical institutes around the state of Florida, and JTech seems to be one of the best, if not the best. So if I was talking with a student or somebody that was looking to go down this career, JTech would be the first person I would recommend.
I would recommend JTech to students locally and out of state. It's a great program. It's very affordable. They do, like I said, get the exposure to the automotive industry. They learn the fundamentals, they learn the discipline, and they also get exposure to the different organizations here locally in Jacksonville as well as around the world. So I think it's a great program. It's super competitive, and it definitely benefits them to attend this school.
I would definitely recommend JTech to anybody that's looking to get into this industry, because although a lot of guys go into it and will be out there working as technicians, turning wrenches, just the training itself allows them to go into a lot of different avenues into this. We have, service riders. We have guys that stay in the parts side of it. Like I said, we've hired a guy now. There's a full-time outside salesman for us that, although he got the diesel training in the background, he decided he didn't want to go out and turn wrenches, but he's still in the industry.
So the reason why I come to JTech is here I really find students that are very disciplined. They've already been exposed to the business and they understand what it means to work on a team. So when I get that feedback from the service managers of how they're performing, that's really a big piece for them, is their time, being on time for the job every day, and also being able to work in teams and learning to explore the business itself. And since they get that exposure here, it's been a plus for us.
My partnership with JTech is to help provide my independent garage partners with JTech employees. So basically, I'm in here recruiting the students and trying to marry them to my independent garage owners that need technicians.
The industry out there, it's a wide open field for the technicians out there. Every shop that I go in, almost on a daily basis, are asking, do I know where I can find them a good tech, because they're down a tech or they need somebody. So I think our industry will just continue to grow. The need for the technicians is out there, for service riders, for parts folks. So I just think that it's wide open.
The employment rate is down right now. We need people that have talent, and that pool has just been drying up lately. So to find those people who want to tap into this industry and see that there is a long-lasting career out of it, it's just been a challenge for us. And I think I can speak for every automotive employer right now that we really do have that need for the technicians, and not just any technician, but someone who does want to take that extra step and be trained. So when you come into schools like JTech and you see the students that are putting that first foot forward to say, I want to get this education, I want to have this exposure so that I can be a plus to the company that I join, it's really it's a big, it's a game changer for us to get those type of students. So I think it's beneficial to have these schools around because we need it. I mean, regardless if people want to fix cars or not, somebody's always going to be purchasing one. So we need those type of technicians that are dedicated to getting the job done.
Well, to describe my experience with JTech Institute and its graduates, it goes like this. I've had a relationship with them over the last few years. It's grown more and more. Becoming a member of the advisory board and being able to come in and actually engage with the students, learn more about the students and their journey coming up through high school and then becoming a student here at JTech and what their goals are. It's been phenomenal to get that aspect of it, so when I go talk to my garage owners, I'm able to actually introduce a human being to them, not just a technician.
Yes, I've had a great partnership with JTech. I've been with Asbury now a little over a year. The program was existing before I came on board, but ever since day one, I got linked with Joseph Albert here at JTech, and there's been endless opportunities to come on campus. I've participated in mock interviews, I've come to career fairs, I'm a member of the PAC board, so and a couple other things. I just spend my time here when I can. I've gotten some really great students from it, and even those that I haven't, even in the mock interviews, just being able to contribute back, I think has helped a lot to build that connection between the two of us.
I think the relationship with with Napa and JTech, probably the best thing about the whole deal is that at the end of the day, we're both looking for the same thing. We need quality techs out there in the field, working on a day-to-day basis. We need to help provide our shops that we call on, that we service with parts, that type of technician. And the tie-in with JTech just gives us that ability to have that really at our fingertips. And we're in here, I'm here at least once a week usually, and it's just the ability to reach out and touch these guys and make them aware of what's available out there in the industry and trying to make sure that we're getting them, placed into a job. Because at the end of the day, that's what JTech's finished product is a graduated student going into the industry. And so we get to take advantage of that, and it just makes it great for, for both of us.
How would I describe the JTech facilities and automotive and diesel lab? I'm jealous. They absolutely have great facilities. I mean, from the cleanliness to the space that they have, to the tools that they have, to the vehicles that they have that they work on, and they own everything that they have. So it's just great with what they're able to provide to the students, that they're able to take late model vehicles and new equipment, new tools, and apply it. So when they get out into the workforce, they're not used to working on dinosaur stuff. They're immediately able to make an impact with their company that they're working for.
The facility itself is just really broken down in a great layout, with the automotive starting in the front of the building, and just the way the classes are laid out. The diesel shop really provides them the room to be able to do everything from off-road equipment to the big trucks, and then their fab shop at the very tail end allows both the automotive and the diesel guys to have access of that as well, and really just still have a lot of room to grow with this building.
I think the JTech facility is very impressive. My market director actually came and toured the school, and he loved it. We've actually donated cars to the school before, but I think it's a space where the students feel like I could spend all day here if I wanted to. They have the lab where they go in the middle of classes, but they also have a gym, they have a cafeteria, they have camaraderie here in this one building. So I think, if anything, I went to a 4-year college, and I think just having this small space that is always going to be productive to you, that is showing you what's to come after, I think it's a great place to be. So kudos on the facility, because it definitely is somewhere where a student walking in off the street at 17 years old could really see this change in their lives.
There's a lot of kids out there right now, they're not sure what career path they want. Are they going to go to a 4-year school, or what are they going to do? And I just think that honestly, that the trade industry out there right now just has so many opportunities for jobs, that I think we're seeing a lot more folks now look at that and consider that as a more viable option for them to use. And I think that JTech just really provides the type of training that they need, and just really gets them prepared to go into so many different avenues of the industry itself.
The best advice that I give to them is to be open-minded, to be committed to the process. I think JTech does a really good job of kind of giving them an idea of what's to come. So to take full advantage of the different resources that they have while they're here. I'm on site a lot, and I know there's a lot of other employees that are as well. So to take information in as that may come while you're going through the process before graduation, and to always think of this as somewhere that you can come back to and contribute to, because that's beneficial as well, having those alumni that can say, I completed this program and it worked best for me. Being one of those alumni that gives back, I think it's a great opportunity. So I recently spoke at the orientation class that they had for the newer class that was coming in, and while there's a lot of students that may not understand exactly why they're starting the program, I think once they get into it, they learn that this is something that could really change my life.
How do I feel that JTech measures up to other schools in the area? Well, like I said before, I think JTech is head and shoulders above the rest. Not only the facility that they offer, the training that they offer, and the teachers, it's just all the other things that they do as well. The soft skills that they work on, with the students, how they communicate, their resumes, their social media, how they interview, and things like that. It's just priceless that the students get when they come here.
I think what probably separates JTech from some of the other schools is just the instructors that they have, just really in tune with what the students are needing to be provided with. And I think that the equipment is always current and up to date. The facility is just phenomenal. So I just think it really gives them the opportunity to do what they need to do, and provide the students with what they really have to be able to go out into the industry and be able to make it out there. So.
What JTech does is it really shows them what it means to be a part of the automotive industry, whether you want to go into it from a technician standpoint, opportunities in parts, opportunities as a service advisor. I think it opens their eyes to what this career could really mean for them. So for someone like me who represents a corporate company, it doesn't stop at being a technician. You could turn wrenches for 10 years and decide, I want to see what the next step is to being a service manager, or things like that. I think being at JTech, it kind of shows you they're well-rounded. The general education classes that they have, I think that's a strong point that isn't always represented at some of the other technical schools. And it really shows them, it's not just about working on a car. It's about being a full-rounded person. It's about making this step in your career that could really change your life. And I think that JTech shows them that. They show them that this isn't the end of the road. You're just getting started.